heel hook, heel hook, heel hook when it comes to leg locks. But certain things like International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation, no heel hooks, right? So we're talking about toe holds and knee bars, so we're gonna look at toe hold today. Very similar to heel hook, just different as far as the mechanics with your hands, okay? All right, so my partner is standing, and he's standing, I grab a leg, and I enter into his leg. I decide that I'm going to attack him by bringing both legs to the outside. So I bring both my hips up, and I just kick down and out, and knock him down. Okay, I shoot both legs to the outside. Now, it's important to understand that this outside ashi, it's very curious because he could quickly have something that looks very similar to me, right? We can both have a condition here, bring your leg this way. We can have 50-50, where Nelson and I basically have the same weapons here, okay? This is not the same thing. This is not desirable. Does 50-50 sound like a fair proposition? I don't want a fair fight, right? A lot of people will make their home here. I would never want to be involved in this position because we got the same thing, right? So again, understand this leg is on this side. Now, we're here to attack the leg. So you understand defense, right? To attack the leg, his leg needs to be bent for the offensive player. For the defensive player, he wants his leg straight, right? So what I'm doing now is I'm bringing my butt closer to his butt to put a bend in his leg. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna grab the toes, right here, and I'm gonna come under, right? Dig under and grab, right here. Just like our Kimura grip. Same rules apply here, guys. Once I make this grip, I'm bringing his heel back down to his butt, okay? So I'm rolling my wrist, keeping my elbow, I'm gonna go off my elbow, my right elbow here in a second. I'm rolling my wrist, I'm pulling the elbows to my hips, and I'm taking his heel and bringing it back to his butt. Okay? This creates a really nasty pressure against the top of his foot, starts putting pressure against the back of his ankle. There is a slight twisting aspect of this. You have to be careful because there's no twisting leg locks. If you were to use this like International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation, right? If you were to use this, you gotta make sure you're not twisting the leg. This leg entanglement would be okay because we're not reaping the knee here. Thing about these are once you get a hold, once you grab the toe hold, right? Once somebody grabs this, you don't have a lot of time to react. As soon as they come here, as soon as it gets to this point, Nelson, you can feel that this comes on very quickly, right? So when we think about defense, we need to think about a lot of preventative measures before we get this far. Same way like the Kimura. My elbow goes out to the end of the lever, I bring back towards the butt, and I fold this in. Okay? Does this make sense? This, and one of the reasons we're doing this is actually one of the safer leg locks. Okay? It really is. There's no stress on your knee, or there shouldn't be. There shouldn't be a lot of rotation here. If you do pop something on the top of your foot, normally that part recovers pretty easily. It does. This is why, again, the International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation, this is why this one is legal. They're scared to death of heel hooks, but this they're not. But you can make this as nasty as a heel hook. I mean, it can get pretty bad. And also, as far as leg lock goes, you already know this mechanic, right? This Kimura mechanic. So we all should be able to execute this fairly easily. You want to see this one more time? Yes? Okay. One more time. So my partner starts up. So again, I go under his leg. There's lots of different setups here. We're not going to get too involved in this. It's not a class just for leg locks. We're going to talk defense. The other leg shoots out, and as I come, my legs are here, and I shoot up and down. Right? I shoot my hips hit. Guys, keep track of the knee. Whenever you're working with the legs, you're always keeping track of the knee. You want the line between your knee, always here. This knee is up as high as possible. Okay? I want to come back, grab the toes, coming under, and making my lock. Turn, and bring the heel to the butt. The more the leg is bent, the more effective this lock will be.
Are you supposed to be pinching, like hugging his thigh between your legs?
I'm pushing my butt into him. I'm not that worried. I mean, generally you want to scissor with your legs, not squeeze, but there's a scissoring action typically with your legs. Holds better than trying to squeeze with your muscles. These muscles, actually scissoring tends to work better. I'm not that worried about the rotation with that quite. I think it comes on pretty quick. I can still follow him. Okay. There's other things that you rotate. Like when we do knee bars, you're going to be more concerned about rotation because that negates the technique a lot easier. Make sense? All right, let's go shot.